Welcome back, guys. So today I have for you a Google Pixel XL case comparison, and I'm super excited to do this video because I've waited a week for all the cases to come in so I could do this. So let's get started because I can't wait any longer, guys. Here we go. And to save a little bit of time, I did go ahead and unbox them. The boxes weren't that exciting, so you didn't miss out on much. Okay, so I'm going to set the phone to the side just for a second, and I'll give you a rundown of the cases that I bought. Yes, maybe I bought too many cases, but this might help you only have to buy one, right? Instead of buying 4. Okay, so here I have the clear TPU case by Sparin. This came in a 2-pack for $7.99. I bought it off Amazon. I have Prime, so I got free shipping, but $7.99 for 2 cases to me is an awesome deal. So this was the first case I ever bought for the Pixel, and I've been using this one for 1 month. So I can kind of give a better review on that one. This one is the Otterbox Commuter case by Otterbox. And this is the Rose Marine, I think that's what it's called, pink. It's just pink. Like, they make it sound so fancy, but it's pink. So here's this one. This one is a 2-piece case. It's got the silicone with the hard piece in the back. And I know sometimes the silicone cases or the Otterbox like commuter cases come with a screen protector. This one did not, so just keep that in mind. This case is the case by Google. It's kind of like Google's take on the Apple silicone case. So you get like the microfiber lining, which isn't quite as nice as Apple's, but I will note the silicone on the outside feels so much better. It's not as grippy, so I feel like it's not going to attract lint as well, you know, as the Apple ones do, but we'll find out. And last but not least, this is the RhinoShield Crashguard bumper in white. This has like the honeycomb effect for like the shock absorbing, and it's good for an 11-foot drop, is what they're claiming. So we'll take a look at that. I don't think I'm actually going to like purposely drop my phone to test that, but you might get lucky. I might drop it on camera. I don't know. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just wipe down the phone. I also did not note the RhinoShield Crashguard bumper was $24.99. The case by Google silicone and peach was $35. The Otterbox commuter case and pink was $49. And then, like I said, the Sparin cases, you get 2, and they're $7.99 for both. So go ahead and put the... Oh, this is so dirty. Like, all it did was travel like a foot, and it's got lint on it. Okay, so I'm going to put the silicone TPU on. And I think this one's got a great feel. Like I said, I used it for a month, and I've been really happy with it. I've dropped it like 3 or 4 times, and it saved the phone. I dropped it on concrete and then like tile kitchen flooring, and no cracks in the screen, and it didn't damage the phone. So it's kind of just basic protection. I feel like I got lucky with it, but I will note this one attracts a lot of lint. And the first day I put it in my pocket, I took it out, and I think I found lint from like when I bought the jeans like 2 years ago was on this phone. So be kind of wary of that. If that stuff bothers you, I would suggest not getting this case. It attracts everything. But yeah, it's like, you know, like a harder material, but still isn't a hard material. It's silicone, so. This one I actually tried to put on before I started the video, and it was terrible. Like, I can't put it back on the phone, I'm sorry guys, but the cutouts and everything are just so, I don't know how to explain. It's like they're off because none of this lines up evenly. Like, the plastic part is completely fine, but this is so bent, and I just took this out of the packaging yesterday, and I'm not happy with it at all. This was almost $50, and when you put it on, these buttons are extremely hard to press when the phone's actually in, and this never straightens out. It looks terrible. It feels so cheap. I absolutely do not recommend the Otterbox Commuter. This one, for the price, you can get so many other better options. I mean, if you go on Amazon, you can find two-piece cases such as this from different brands for like half the price, and I guarantee that they're made better, honestly. I've had luck with Otterbox in the past, but this one, you can tell they just didn't take their time on, and none of this stuff lines up. I don't know if I got a faulty one or what, but I do not recommend the commuter case. On a better note though, we'll put this one on. And this one I'm a fan of. This one doesn't offer as much protection as, you know, other cases you're gonna get, but it offers some lip on the screen. The silicone feels fantastic. And here you just get like a big open slot for your ports instead of like individual, which, you know, some people aren't a fan of, but for this case I'm not expecting it to be super, you know, protective, so that doesn't really bother me. You get the nice embossed G logo on the back here, and this is the peach color, and it just looks so nice with the black pixel. Online it's hard to find pictures of this case on the black version. It's always on the silver, you know, white version. So I was kind of anxious to see what this looked like, but I'm a huge fan of it. I mean, this one, you know, I was kind of hesitant about because $35 for the silicone case seems like an outrageous amount, but honestly, I think it's worth it. It feels very premium. Overall, it's got a great feel. This does lift up a little bit, but that's just because of the volume cutouts. So the case isn't reinforced in those areas like it is, you know, on the rest of the phone. But for what it is, I think it's a great case option. So I'd actually like to see what the other colors look like in person, because this one looks so much better in person versus like the online picture. It's not as fluorescent, which I enjoy. Okay. And this one, last but not least, the RhinoShield bumper. We're going to put this on. This one has definitely been my favorite. I had this on for just a little bit before the video, and it feels amazing. And I think the reason I like it so much is the fact that it only covers the sides and offers so much protection. Because I do like the feel of the metal on a phone. So this gives you the option to still enjoy that while having a lot of protection. And if I can get this case back on here, that'd be great. There we go. So as you can tell, it's a really snug fit on the phone. You know, you get this little bit of leeway here, and that's only because if you didn't, you would not be able to get this case on. So I've never dropped the phone in this yet, but I feel like this would be very well protected. I have used it on a Galaxy S7. I had a black RhinoShield bumper, and it survived several drops. So I feel like I can expect the same quality from this one. But overall, the buttons click very well, and that can be a concern for a lot of people, you know, with these cases that have like another plastic piece over the buttons. But I've had no issues with this functioning. And you can hear the click. It just feels, you know, pretty much like it would if you didn't have a case on it. So I don't feel like I'm struggling to sit there and press the buttons like I was on the commuter case. I will note that a lot of headphones will not, you know, fit with this case on. So kind of be aware of that. And I still use the factory USB-C cable that came with the Pixel. That one fits fine, but I can't speak for the other ones. So that could be an issue if you have like an aftermarket charger that has a little bit bigger of a base, but I've had no issues with this one. So there's that. And overall, the RhinoShield bumper is definitely my favorite. I feel like for the price and the protection that you're getting a great experience. It's not adding a lot of bulk to your phone, and you still get to enjoy the original aesthetics of it. So it's kind of in the middle of what a lot of these cases were priced at too. My second favorite would definitely be the case by Google, only because it feels very premium, which for $35 I feel like it should be premium, obviously, compared to getting two cases with Sparin for $7.99. But I just like the fact that, you know, you get a pop of color and it just feels more like it was designed for the phone versus like an afterthought. So I think that's what they were kind of going for by designing the case straight from Google. And the commuter case, I hate speaking like illy about products, but I do not recommend this case at all. If you're going to spend $50 on a case, like, I'd rather you buy a RhinoShield bumper and a silicone, or a completely case, like a different case in general, because this one does offer protection, but it does not fit properly, and it feels very cheap. So, I hope this was helpful to you. I waited a week for these to come in, and I was dying to put them all on, and to kind of show you guys my experience with the Google XL cases. Thanks for watching.